this is Jess and Taylor with Ensemble, and we have something new-ish to show you. We talked about this like years ago, but now it's kind of changed a little bit, so we wanted to show you a fresh video with it on both of us. Can you tell what we're wearing? We're wearing, we're like so close, machine tied fall called the Hybrid from Halo Couture. So this piece is totally different than the original fall because it's machine tied, not hand tied. So the cap style is different, the size is different, the coverage is different. She's wearing one right now and getting almost full coverage. So there's a few rules when you want to wear this piece. The reason we haven't talked about it as much in the past is because if you have really fine hair, I'm not sure this is the best piece for you. But if you have somewhat normal density to thicker density, this is a great piece. If you're wanting a topper to just cover your grays, give you some extra volume, whatever the reason be, this is a good one. So Taylor and I have it on in two different ways. Hers is a little bit closer to her hairline, not right at her hairline, but closer to her hairline. And it is in like an oval shape. So she's wearing it long ways. I have a big head, so I like to turn it like hamburger style so that it lays flatter on me. So I set mine back about 2 inches behind my hairline. Hers is probably 1 inch. So one rule with placement is that you cannot put it on your hairline. You need to have enough up here that you can scoot it back, or at least be using a root spray of some sort that you can make this area a little bit more opaque so it can transition. Because it's machine tied, it's not gonna be as snug. It lays pretty flat. Like you can tell it's very flat on both of us, but that front lip, even though it's a hand-tied border, just for extra insurance, you want to be able to set it back. So again, if you have this hair type, it's a wonderful piece. Okay, so I'm now going to take it off so you can see how it's made. Okay, now it's off. So this cap size, first of all, it's very flat. It's not curved like the original fall. So because it lays flat also is why we can't place it so close to the front. Another reason why I chose to wear it this way, she wears it this way, is because of just the flat surface on her head and what feels the most comfortable. So there isn't necessarily a front and back on this. It can be manipulated whatever way we need to. It does have 4 clips. The dimensions is 4 inches by 5 inches. So that's about an inch difference in both directions than the original fall. And like I said, this is machine tied. The cap is different. You can still see through it, or it has like it has a skin color on the top. So that does help with it looking realistic. But it's not necessarily completely see-through like the other one. Yeah, she has dark, and these have both been custom colored, so you can see that she still has a real part line through there. And then mine was balayage, and it still has a realistic part line. Lengthwise, these are 16 inch from root to end, but how it's going to lay on you full length is 14 inches. So on me, it came to about here. We cut hers. Yes. So she's a super cute bob. Give him a full. So adorable, and you would never know, right? So if you have short hair, this is really fun. When Taylor would put on the full original fall, it seemed like a lot of hair on her head. She also has a smaller head, so this fits her a little bit better. So maybe I'll ask you, what are the dimensions from your hairline to the bend of your head, and maybe from side to side, just to make sure that we're looking at the right topper if both sewing styles work for you, the hand-tied or the machine-tied. Okay, so I went and grabbed the original fall, my other one, just so you can compare side by side. So cap size, big difference, right? Granted, this is turned. Big difference, and this again is hand-tied. So see how this kind of comes up out of the cap and down? That's a hand-tied stitch versus this machine-tied. It's super flat. It almost gets sewn in, I feel like at an angle maybe, because it lays so flat. It feels very dense up here, which again, for this hair type is great. So if you need coverage from front to back, full transformation, you definitely want the original fall. If you have extremely thin hair, again, you need a hand-tied piece. So a hand-tied piece would be the original fall or a mini topper. This hybrid is machine tied. I just want to make that clear because that is the key difference of whether this piece would work well for you or not. But both pieces, we custom color. This one started out as a completely blonde fall or topper, and then we balayage, we did like a root to balayage to make it look like my hair. Hers,
mine's blonde too.
It started a lot lighter. We put in low lights, did a full balayage. Look at hers. It's a gorgeous custom color. So lots of times I'll ask you for inspiration photos on top of what your hair looks like, just because we can kind of incorporate both. I'm gonna have her take hers off so you can just see what it looks like.
Get real close.
Without. So again, if you're wearing it this close to your hairline, I'd recommend getting a root spray just to connect the two if you have a bigger density difference. Okay, hers is off. Big difference. We love your hair. It looks great with that. But I just have to disclaimer. But that was a massive difference, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she has hers hot dog style. Mine is hamburger style. So we will definitely need to know which orientation you want to wear it as. And to kind of know what category you're in, if you need a smaller wire, if you have a smaller head, then more than likely we're gonna turn it this way. If you have a bigger head or never really thought about it, we might turn it this way. So just keep that in mind, or I'll ask you to take some measurements. So this is the hybrid fall from Halo Couture. Left mine the full length, hers is cut short and super cute. Lots of possibilities with these. If this is your first time seeing these pieces customized, it's our specialty at EnsembleHair. You can go to ensemblehair.com and inquire. We can reach out to you directly. We do everything through virtual consultation, customized in my salon here, and ship it right to your door.
I'm just gonna put this right back on.
I don't blame you.